you, but those attendees who are online would use the chat to participate in the discussion. Okay, are there some questions? I can see I have some. Okay, if there is no, I will ask Alexandria Monteiro. You mentioned that there is a project for building a harbor there.
For what? I'm sorry?
For building a harbor, new harbor.
By law in Portugal, whenever you have to make a huge construction, you are required to do archaeological survey. I think we did one of the first surveys in 1996 because the regional government wanted to build a recreational harbor to get sailing ships. And since we knew that in that area there were 120 shipwrecks, we kind of forced the government to do it. They were not willing to do it, but we forced them to do it because we said, listen, we stopped the treasure hunters because there is this huge number of wrecks, and so it's not very wise for you to construct this marina without a pre-disturbance survey. So we did the pre-disturbance survey, and we found out that wreck. I was in the Azores about 2 years ago, doing a survey in 18 meters of water because there was another shipwreck found there. So the problem with Terceira Island and Bay is that it's very easy for you to find a shipwreck, but to identify it is very, very hard because there are many suspects from the same period and same year. Did I answer your question?
Yes, my question was if there is a project to build harbor facilities over some of these cultural heritage sites.
In the 1960s, they constructed a harbor. In 2011, the regional government, during an election period, said that they were going to build a cruise ship terminal on top of that area, which the same government had protected and had forbidden any activity to occur there. I got pissed. I complained to the government, they did not hear me. I complained to the Portuguese mainland government, they did not understand me. And then I made a complaint to the European Commission because 80% of the funds to build that cruise ship were going to come from Europe. And I personally asked the European Commission if they were going to use European funds to destroy underwater cultural heritage. And then they asked the regional government, which finally heard us. And so I can say that I single-handed stopped a 80 million construction project in the Azores. I did not get any friends from doing it. So there are no plans to build anything now for the moment in that area.
Good news, thank you.
There is a comment and a question from Peter Not to Gendrix Choki. So, well done to Gendrix. And the question is, why did you use artificial intelligence images and video rather than use real footage from African underwater cultural heritage work?
Okay, thank you so much for that question, Peter. I really appreciate. So I used both. If you can allow me, I can show you my slide just a little bit, please. Okay. So I used both, and as I illustrated on this side, I used AI purely, and on this side, these are like actual image. This is me and my friend. This one, she's from Mozambique. So she was taking a photo. This is like it's a long one, but I just did it for the purpose of presentation. And then down here, this is like their offering site. This is an actual site, this one. Yeah. So this is how the kids were saying it on their class. So this is an actual site. This is an actual African site, and this one's bottom right. Yeah. So I kind of used both. Yes.
Thank you. That was very clever.
Are there other questions? Yes. Georgios Koutsoudakis.
Yeah. To Mrs. Moraiti, I was kind of surprised by the effort and congratulations for the initiative. Though I have to say, I feel that some of my most distinguished students made a team and decided to work somehow secretly under my nose to produce this in order to come here and surprise me. Well, I haven't seen the work yet, so but I have to say that it's a very clever idea. We all agree that underwater archaeology is fascinating. Okay, but as an academic, I can assure you that archaeology, underwater archaeology, can get also very boring. If you read, very detailed reports, publications that go on for many, many pages, the common reader might not want to read such detailed works. Of course, there are also publications that give, a concise or a very laconic description of the shipwreck. I mean, I just mentioned the work of Anthony Parker, the catalog of Mediterranean shipwrecks. But we need also, publications or publications that are this middle size for the common people, but not too much confusing, basic information being there. Now, my questions, I have basically many questions. First of all, the one is, who is funding this? And second one, how does it work? I mean, it's a team of 5, 6 persons there. You will expand the team, can outsiders contribute to this work? How do you think you're going to continue? And then also another question, with what criteria do you select the sites that you will present?
Well, first of all, the general idea behind the project was exactly that maritime archaeology is first of all expanding the last few years, but when we were students, especially bachelor students, there was not a lot of information going around. There was not easy access in the university, so we had to go through a lot of trouble to learn more about it. So we wanted to, it started as a youth initiative to kind of engage the public into what even maritime archaeology is. And currently we are a team of 9 people that are both archaeologists or students in archaeology, 3D modelists and web developers. We are self-funded. Right now the founding members have taken it upon themselves to kind of kickstart the project. And everyone that is right now in is just generally passionate about maritime archaeology, or they want to be a part of something, of a collaboration towards a good cause. For example, the 3D modelists just want to use their skills towards something good, educational and enticing for the public. And the sites that are selected and are represented in the website are mostly the biggest, quote-unquote, organizations that are currently active in maritime archaeology and underwater cultural heritage management and research. We try to cover both the bigger names, but also the smaller ones from different countries. We just want to expand the people's mind about what is out there. It's not just Greece. We started with, we have Greek foundations, so we try to promote also Greek organizations, but we want to take it a step further, so someone can discover things from Europe, from all around the world. And if you ask me about how it's going to move forward, the general idea is that anyone that is an archaeologist or is in the process of gaining a degree and wants to do something to make the field more, not exactly popular, but to just let the public know that we are out there, we are trying for maintaining cultural heritage under the waves. We just want to promote it in an educational and fun way, so even the common reader, as you said, doesn't go through lengthy articles with too much information and details they can't handle. But they are offered the opportunity to learn what the field is, and that archaeology can be fun and not just boring or just educational.
And you are funded from work?
From?
You are funded from work?
From work, yeah, from the founding members that work and just invest in the project out of their kindness of their heart or their passion for it.
Personal work.
Personal motivation.
Okay. Good luck with this initiative.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, I was deeply surprised.
I would like to take the opportunity to make an announcement which is relevant because I was talking during coffee with Leonor about these issues. So they are doing bootstrapping, as we say in these acceleration programs, so their own resources. In the BCThubs project, we are going to run 3 accelerations in the next few months in the 3 different hubs in Bulgaria, Malta, and in Greece. These accelerations are going to be announced and they are going to be open to every kind of team that they have some research results or they have some ideas or they have some technologies that they develop and they want to find the road to sustainability, how they can further develop, how they can reach their audience, how they can be competitive or to have a unique selling point of their idea. Of course, it's the same process as a startup, but everyone that starts a new initiative is a startup somehow. We don't have to become big companies, to go to NASDAQ, of course, but to gain sustainability, it is very important, otherwise there is no future. Now you are students, but after a few years you are going to have families, you are going to need to support yourself, so if you don't make this sustainable, or maybe it will end, and it's too pity because it's a great effort. So I'm just saying to all of you that we are going to run these acceleration programs devoted to technologies and initiative and idea and project to underwater cultural heritage models, technologies, initiatives, ideas, and we are here to help you develop the sustainability of your project. This is the announcement. Thank you.
Thank you. Another questions? I have one final question to Peter Not about these programs, Big Anchor project and Big Cannon project of Nautical Archaeology Society. My question is that you, actually the Nautical Archaeology Society, involved citizens to collect data, to record these cannons and anchors, and to upload this information to an open database. Do you have any issues with the owners of these artifacts? And I also was wondering who are the owners of these artifacts, which in many of the cases are taken out of the sea and exhibited somewhere in open air. I suppose there are various cases.
Thank you for your question. So ownership isn't really an issue because of the artifacts, because they're either most of the cannon and the anchors are going to be found in public spaces. So they're outside of public houses, in a roundabout, on a wharf somewhere. So it's out in the public domain. and it's just sharing publicly accessible information. There is some of the artifacts are underwater, but because it's publicly accessible, ownership hasn't really ever come up as an issue. I hope it doesn't. And yeah, it's all on a publicly accessible database, which is vetted, so it doesn't just appear immediately. We have a team of volunteers who process all of the entries and then actually approve it and make sure it's not, a bot trying to spam us or something. Because obviously we're very cautious now, seeing as we got hacked, and it cost a lot of money to get the website back. So yeah, ownership isn't an issue because it's all public domain information anyway. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, thank you. That's good to know that there are no any issues. Okay.
I encourage you all to add to both, to the Anchor database and to the Canon database, please.
We are members.
Excellent, fantastic, thank you.
Okay, are there other questions? If there are no, we'll close this session and today's program. We'll meet tomorrow here.